ish. I'll tell you because it'll pop up on my phone. Yeah, we're good.
Hello, I think we're live.
Yeah, we are.
Good morning. This is session number 7. So we've got a lot of deliveries going out today. We are doing vegetable stir fry. When you see all the veg later, you can see how healthy it all looks. We've got like egg noodles. And then I've managed to make cheesecake, little mini cheesecakes, only this big, but they've not got any cream in, so I'm hoping that you all enjoyed. I have tried them and they are nice. If you are new today, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to see like the live feed, and you'll be able to ask some questions as we go along. We've got Dan in the background monitoring the chat, so any questions, give us a couple of minutes and eventually they'll get through to us, because I cannot see the questions, I'm just here to cook. But again, any questions, fire away in the chat, and hopefully you'll enjoy the food when it gets out here today. So I don't know if Ethan wants to show you everything that we've got going in. If you want to download the recipe card as well,
They're in the description.
they're in the description below the video, so if you wanted to get them maybe for another time, if you want to recreate anything. But it looks very healthy, doesn't it? Looks very tasty. So I'm going to get chopping, because the first thing I need to do, I'm going to start with the stir fry today. I know sometimes I start with the dessert, but today I'm going to start with the stir fry, because there's a lot of chopping up, a lot of on the chopping board. There's quite a bit of chopping today, because I need to get everything nice and small. So I'm going to do that first. I've had to make the cheesecakes last night, because if I didn't, they wouldn't have time to set. Alright, so I've brought them out the freezer today, so they're in the fridge, but they might need maybe another 20 minutes, 30 minutes defrosting. Alright, but you'll be able to tell once it's ready to eat. It's probably going to be easier to get them delivered as well if they're a little bit frozen, because they're a little bit soft, but they're delicious, honestly, they are so nice. So good morning, thank you for joining us. Have we got many in the chat, Dan?
11. I can't see the chat on the screen.
We've definitely got Charlotte, Sue, Geraldine, Wib, Gary, who are speaking so far.
Excellent, that's good. So I'm just
Morning everyone.
Yeah, so we've got Haytham behind the camera as well. I don't know if he wants to show his face.
No.
It could be a bit close, couldn't it?
Yeah, yes it is. There's no flatter angle that I could possibly capture from here.
So all of the veg needs to be chopped up into tiny, like matchstick size portions, and it just cooks quicker in the wok. And I've had to use my electric wok, because I haven't actually got a wok that goes on this oven. It's a funny hob oven. What's it called? Oh, I can't remember the name.
Just an oven.
Ceramic, is it? Ceramic?
Possibly.
So I had to change all my pans, and I just thought, oh, I've got a plug-in wok, I'll make do with that. But I've had to get that wok out today, because I think a frying pan wouldn't be big enough to cope with the amount of meals that's going out.
But you'd probably get away with it at home, do you reckon? If you were doing like a...
Oh yeah, you could do it in a frying pan even at home, if it was just a small portion. This is the only meal that I put these in, you know.
What?
Courgettes.
Ah.
I think it's because you can't really taste them. I'm not a big fan of them, that's all. But I think when they're in a stir fry, you can't taste it, and I just know that there's hardly anything bad in there at all. Like, well, it's all good.
No calories.
Hardly any calories, yeah. So the
Is it the
carrots.
sauce where the calories are?
Yeah, buttery soy sauce and what's the other one? Tamari. So not too bad. Do you all like cheesecake? I hope so. If not, send it back, because I really enjoyed it. I don't mind having a few portions of that. But with his making it again today, me and Dan's gonna have cheesecake for about month. I'm gonna have to give it away, I think.
I'll stick to my rhubarb crumble.
Oh, he said he'd stick to his rhubarb crumble. I made that yesterday for him as well. And little Katie, I don't know if Katie's online with her nan, but I've got a little portion of rhubarb crumble for Katie because I don't think she really was wanting the cheesecake, so I'll give her an option. This could take a while. Feel free to ask any questions. So we've only got 3 more cooking sessions after this. So this is number 7. Number 8's already full as well, so we've already got a full group for week 8. We have got spaces on 9 and 10, which is the 8th and 10th of June, I think. So we've got one on a Monday and one on a Wednesday, so we've got 2 in 1 week.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah, we've doubled up.
So hang on. So next week's the 3rd.
So the 3rd's next week,
Yeah.
and then the week after that, we've got one on the 8th and one on the 10th.
Yeah, which is Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah, so if you know anybody who might want to, get involved and get a 2-course meal delivered to their door, like we need new people. We've got hiccups. We need new people every time. We need new people every week. So please spread the word. I couldn't tell you what I'm cooking yet because I'm trying to keep up with everything else that we've got going on. But I think cheesecake was something that somebody in the chat suggested, wasn't it, last week or the week before? Cheesecake was a hit with people, so I bit the bullet and I'm doing the cheesecake.
Charlotte was one of the advocates of cheesecake. I think.
Yeah. Oh well, Charlotte, this one's for you today then. Shame you're not on the list for deliveries, but I'm sure, knowing how good you are at cooking, I'm sure you'll be able to recreate it. Oh, and Charlotte, I've been looking on your Instagram. I've been seeing all your paintings. They're amazing. So talented. I love the tree one with all the eyes. I think that's amazing. If anybody wants to have a little look at Charlotte's work, I'm sure Charlotte won't mind sharing her link in the chat today. It's worth a look. It's amazing.
Very good.
Really, really, really good. Yeah. So Charlotte, I don't know if you want to plug your Instagram, but it's worth putting on the feed if anybody wants to have a little look at it. I was dead impressed anyway when I had a good look this morning. So I've nearly done my carrots. Oh dear.
Gary's not a fan of courgettes either, he just bites them like carrots.
Get them down, you Gary.
Oh dear.
Katie's watching with Karen.
Oh, hiya Katie. Katie, did you hear I've got your rhubarb crumble? I don't think Dan was impressed mine because he loves his rhubarb. He said he let you off, he loves his rhubarb crumble. But we're going to share it with you, Katie, that's fine.
Sue's got the veggie rice out for her tea tonight.
Oh, very good. Have you made that yourself, Sue?
I think it was your one. I think she might
Oh, you froze it up.
Lynn and Sam are in now as well.
Which Lynn?
Lynn, Johnson and Sam.
Oh, okay, because we've got a few Lynns. I think we've got 3 in the deliveries today. Could get confusing.
Sue was asking if you can use quark instead of cream cheese for the cheesecake.
Yeah, you can, yeah. So I'm going to use for the cheesecake, I've got cream cheese and I've got yoghurt as well, Greek yoghurt. So there's no cream in there, so I've really cut on the calories that way. But yeah, I guess quark's absolutely fine. I think we had that chat the other week, didn't we, about quark?
Cheese.
Absolutely fine.
Quark.
So these get chopped up as well. What I've got to be careful on is not putting too much in the wok, otherwise it just takes so long to cook. I was going to do it in 2 batches, but I'm just going to be patient and see how I go. I'll give you the sneak preview of the cheesecake once I get this starting to cook, because they are pretty good. I'll definitely be having one for dessert later.
was seamless, man. Look, nobody even noticed. It's camera work you just can't buy.
I don't like you getting me view from the side though, Ethan.
Oh.
I keep telling you about this.
There you go. It was more to see the walk, to be honest. It was more this view that I was after.
Alright, okay.
It's not about you, Mel. It's about this. It even says walk on it, just in case you were confused.
Just in case.
Just in case you didn't know. That's what it is.
Well, we didn't have a kitchen for a long time, so this was really useful to have. So Gary, you won't need to just take these and have a big bite out of them now. You can do a stir fry with them.
Well, even I don't even know what a courgette is really. I don't think I've ever had one.
Green thing.
I know. Just looks like a weird cucumber.
They're quite soft. They go to pretty much nothing when they use to stir fry them all. A lot of people put oil in when they do the stir fries, but I just put a little bit of water in, it steams it, and it doesn't taste any different. You just cut back again on excess calories.
Good old
so
calories.
Gotta try and make it as healthy as you can.
Matthew's saying we've stocked up on the carrots again now.
Stock up on.
Carrots again.
I know. I love me carrots. I definitely will see in the dark, Matthew. Danny's doing the stocking up. He's having to do the shopping. I quite like not going to the supermarket at the moment. It's quite good. Could get used to it.
Lynn said she was the only Lynn when she was at school, but then it,
Oh yeah.
then it got more popular. My name's Lee.
I think there was only one other Melanie in the school. I still don't know many Melanies. That's right mouthful, isn't it? Many Melanies now.
There was loads of
Just a
Hathams in my
handful.
school, like there was just wall to wall.
I know.
It's like Hatham,
I mean,
Hatham,
Hatham's such a
Hatham,
popular
Hatham,
name, isn't it?
John,
Nathan,
and then Nathan, Assam, Hayden,
Terry.
Tariq as well. That's a good one.
Maybe I'm next to call you Nathan still.
I know. She tries though.
She'll
She's
go,
tried
you know
for a
what
few
Nathan,
years.
you know. Who's Nathan, ma'am? Who is he? I don't know who he is.
Oh,
Cat,
go on,
for
off you
God's
go.
sake.
Good lad.
He's going to get kicked out.
He's not, man.
stopping in
He's
here.
fine, bless him. Leave him. He's alright. He's sorted it. I know.
No, you're not. Go on, or you'll get kicked out for a few hours if you don't behave yourself. Wants to see what's going on.
Charlotte says she also made the oatmeal cookies yesterday and they were delicious.
Oh, the oatmeal ones are
Everybody
brilliant.
in the
Very
house
nice.
loved them.
Oh, excellent. I love that you're cooking for your family, Charlotte.
Did you put any? Did you put anything else in them, or did you follow the recipe?
Yeah, did you put anything else in? Like, did you put anything else other than raisins in? Because some people have been putting chocolate chips in, I think, when they've been doing it. They were really good actually. They were quite a sturdy biscuit as well, so you could put whatever you wanted on the tray and they wouldn't just melt into each other. They were pretty decent cookies. I might have to make them again myself. Pull that middle bit out. God, it's got a lot of seeds on it. Yeah.
Can't eat the seeds either, because then a plant will grow in your belly.
Maybe.
That's how it works.
Now in the recipe it doesn't say a green pepper, but I've got a green pepper in the fridge, so it's going in. This is what happens. A little bit extra.
Geraldine says almond oil is delicious as well.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Look at that.
Well, what I'm going to do with the noodles, I'm going to put a little bit of sesame seed oil on after the cooked, just to give it a little bit of taste. So I'll do the noodles separate, and obviously the olive veg will get stir fried with the other bits. So I'm not putting the noodles and the stir frying together, but you could do that. It's not a problem.
Charlotte added chocolate chips, raisins and
Oh, no, the
Ooh.
wonder they tasted good.
Very nice.
chocolate chips as well.
Any cinnamon in there? Did you get a little bit
I
of
think you do. You put apple and cinnamon in those ones, if I remember.
Ooh.
What week was that again? Was
Nah,
that
I
week
can't remember.
3? Oh, I can't remember. Might have been week 2. So if anybody does want to go back and look at all the other recipes, they're on our YouTube channel as well, so you can.
In a playlist called Mel's Kitchen.
Oh, there you go. Instead of Hell's Kitchen, Mel's
Mel's
Kitchen. Is that what you base it on?
I didn't call it that. I think it was
Golden.
Dan Machiavelli or whatever.
Did you base it on Mr. Ramsay?
No.
The happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say.
Hey?
Never mind.
I didn't hear you.
A happy little accident.
Happy little accident?
And that's what Bob Ross used to say when he did his paintings.
Oh, see, not with you.
Charlotte will know who Bob Ross is.
Right. Here, come and need you back round there,
Oh,
because
no.
I'm going round here.
Oh no, it's all happening.
Keep out the way, it's me.
All happening. No.
Got me wooden spoon
Oh
now.
dear.
I'll get you.
You need the rolling pin. The one that you beat down up with.
Geraldine says that's what they say about apples hate them, but I'm not sure what that was related to.
I don't know. I've said so many stupid things in a row. I can't remember what I said.
So I'm just putting a bit of water in there. Stop it sticking and burning. I'll get this
Oh,
in
it's
before.
if you eat the seed on an apple, your tree grows in your belly.
Oh yeah. So just leave that heat up and then I'll get stirring. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you
Oh.
cheesecake.
Oh.
This one's mine. Oh, look at that.
Teeth.
Does it look good?
It's very posh. Very posh indeed.
They're all in there waiting now. Wait to see another one. Right, so what I need to do now, I need to chop the spring onions just so they're ready to go in once all that wilters down. I need to do the noodles as well, I'll probably put them in once they start to cook up a little bit. And get these cooked there. So because I'm doing double the amount, obviously you wouldn't do all of that. I'm making a lot, because I've got a lot of people that can't pay. So I'm just doubling up on everything. But you wouldn't have that much in your wok, it would be a little bit less chaotic than that. Here you would hate to know. Just take all these little ends off.
Len said she's going to look into the electric wok.
I got it off me auntie. She just helped us out when we didn't have any cooking facilities. She was like, "Oh, I've got this wok if you want it." So we obviously took what we could. We got the wok.
Wok you could.
We took what we could.
Nice.
God, I know.
That's not going on the highlight.
No,
Nice.
it's not, definitely not.
Daniel?
No. Don't even go there with that one. So we've got, I had a wok off and I had a big slow cooker. Honestly, the amount of meals I could make from those two appliances, amazing. Anybody been up to anything exciting over the weekend? Or done anything? Made anything new? So I'm just stripping all these with all the little bits of dead stuff on it. I always just rip the outer skin off. But when I'm using spring onions, I try and just chop up as much as I can. So all I'm doing is taking off the ends, and I'll chop all the rest up, and all of that will go in. And I think that's heating up nicely. I'll put a towel next to it just when I'm using the wok, because the lid steams right up. So if I don't have something to put the lid on, it'll the water will just end up all over the floor. go and I'll give it a bit spin around. That's what I was going to ask you. Have you got a favourite dish that I've done so far? Is anything that you've all enjoyed over the others? 'Cause I've done quite a few weeks now, so is anything that really jumps out that you've enjoyed? I know you all haven't, well, I know you haven't tried all the dishes, but some of you would have had something sent out. I just wonder if there was one dish, or even when you've been watching it on the stream, that you thought, oh, I wish I was in that week. That looked a good week.
But just about what Peter was doing the weekend, Matthew said he finally got to see his dad after 2 months, so he's had a good weekend.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Oh, that's really good, Matthew, that's nice. But it was a little bit emotional. I had to hold back the tears a little bit when I was visiting my grandparents last week, after 9 weeks. I've not seen them. I managed to get up and sit out the front because the weather was good, so I managed to sit out and obviously kept me distance, but it was lovely to see them.
Aaron says Katie's making and painting a kite and changing her bedroom into a big girl's bedroom.
Oh, excellent. How old's Katie? If she's good at decorating, she can decorate my house.
We've just gone for the pasta bolognese so far.
Oh, right,
Gareth
okay.
said the cottage pie looked very good.
Okay. I bet we get everybody who's mentioning all of them a different one.
Well, not everybody got.
Yeah,
People have only had one delivery unless they've made it themselves.
no, it's just what they could, what they might have seen. That's all. Some of them might have looked appealing. Has anybody else made any of the recipes? I know Charlotte made the rice and the cookies. Has anybody else had a little go at making any of them yet? Actually, I think Lisa's daughter made the chocolate cake. And that nobody could believe what was in the chocolate cake. Sweet potato
Avocado
and
and sweet potato, I think.
sweet potato and avocado. Nobody could quite believe what was in there.
That was the most surprising one for me.
And you ate it? Ooh, here we go.
Standing on all the cables.
So you can
Katie's
taste
ate.
it. Oh, she's eating. You're doing your own bedroom. I'm impressed. There you go. A bit of inspiration for any other 8-year-olds out there. Katie, you'll have to let us know if you like your crumble later. If you are getting a delivery today, can you send me a message of some sort and just give me a little bit of feedback, because I need to send off some paperwork for our funders. So just a sentence or two to let us know how you found the stream and how you found the food, and then I can get that wrapped up.
We've also got our chauffeur Terry back, who's going to kindly do the majority of our deliveries, and Haytham's got a few. So just remember, they'll probably try and get a little picture or video clip of you waving, ideally, if that's alright, so we can add it to our compilation after the cooking's all finished.
Could you just hear that? I don't know if anyone can hear you over here, can they? Oh yeah, okay.
Charlotte said the chocolate cake looked very good, and Sue said she made the cookies with banana and cream egg.
Oh yes, but you said they were a bit sickly, didn't you? I remember that.
Gary hasn't tried yet because he hasn't been able to get all the ingredients, because he hasn't been able to get out too much to the shops.
Yeah.
Leslie's in as well, she's wearing.
Oh, hi Leslie. Right, so there to go. Oh, why is spring onions making my eyes sting? That shouldn't happen. Leslie and Graham, isn't it? I think it's Graham as well. I know what deliveries today. Oh God, my eyes never sting off spring onions. So I've not put any oil in it. Obviously if you put oil in, it's going to heat up more as well, so it will cook quicker. But trust us, I make stir fry with a bit of water all the time and it doesn't taste any different, and I just know I'm not putting those extra calories in. So it's not doing too bad. If you smell burning, it means my water's like gone and I need to put a little bit more in. That happens sometimes.
Katie's having carrot and cucumber sticks to keep the stomach from rumbling too much. Matthew said it's hard to pick a favourite. He liked the boiled maize, but enjoyed watching blueberry muffins and chocolate cake being made.
Oh, then blueberry muffins ended up being alright actually. So I'm just going to cook some of these egg noodles off. Get them ready. Once the water's boiling, I've been putting them in for 5 minutes, and that normally is enough to cook. These are only the fine ones. You can get like thicker egg noodles, but these are just the fine ones. That's meant to be a portion each, but I'm going to put 6 in for 9 people, and you'll see how much you'll get out of it. But look, all green. So we've done my food labels with this. Not bad. You can also get carb-free noodles and stuff, but you know what? I'd rather know what I need than have all of that. Actually, I'll fill this dishwater up, ready to go. Ooh, we are smoking away. Look at all that goodness in there. Definitely getting there. So we're going to add a little bit of garlic, a bit of ginger, soy sauce and tamari soy sauce, spring onions, and all that brings all the flavours together. And then with the noodles, once they cook off, I'm going to add in just a little bit of toasted sesame seed oil. If you want to, when you get your dish today, if you like a bit of spice, put a little bit of chilli in. I'm just going to leave it out because it's not everybody's taste to have chilli in. And I've got a bit of a habit of putting it in every single meal, so I'll not put any in and overpower it. But if you want to add any, it won't hurt the dish at all. Just so you know. How's it looking here, Sam?
Alright, and you've dropped something.
Oh man. Ah! I've dropped something, so he's put it straight in his mouth.
I think we'll do courgette.
Look like a carrot.
Sue said she's going to try the stir fry on Saturday night instead of a pizza off the bag with a carer,
Nice.
like they normally do.
Oh, Sue, did your carer want to sign up? I remember you saying about that. I can't remember if our carers want to sign up.
Charlotte also says rice
Put them in
noodles.
water.
Very good for you as well.
Well, you can put them in here if you want to do. You could put the noodles in, and they would still cook in the wok all right. I just haven't got space in the wok for 9. I've got 9, haven't I, today? So 1 week will be a 7 because we've got 9. I have to keep our numbers right. But yeah, if you do know anybody else who might want to get involved, it's a different meal every week. We just need everybody's details and to sign up with a quick enrolment form. But we haven't got many spaces left. We've got 12 spaces I think left, or it might be 11 now. over the last 2 weeks, and that's it. So we've had over 60 people enrolled on this course, which is amazing.
Sue's going to get the details if it's doing later.
She's gonna
Get the details to you later.
Oh, brilliant. And Sue's going to be on her live stream, on her Staying Connected as well. I want to hear about this guide dog. Alright, I'm not going to add any more water now, I'm just going to let that condense down, so I think we're nearly there. And I'll be getting all the spices ready. So the jars are out again.
They're new, aren't
That ginger one's new, that one's still going. I've done all the dishes with that. It's nearly done. Because I'm doing double, I'm putting 2 teaspoons in. I'm doubling up. It'll be the same with all the sauces. Like normally it's 2 tablespoons of each. And the ginger, quite a bit of ginger in. You can get fresh ginger, it doesn't have to be out of here. But I would only get the fresh if you know that's about 2 inches, I would say there. I would only get the fresh stuff if you know you're going to use it within that week, because otherwise it'll get chucked out. Whereas if you want it in just to have in, because you're not sure when you're going to do it, these little jars, apart from I've got one with a dodgy lid, these little jars are brilliant to have in your fridge. So, how much was these, Dan? Can you remember? Because you did the last shop, was it just over a pound?
Easy garlic.
The easy garlic and the ginger.
Check it out.
They're about a pound, I think. They're not expensive. But the last ages, I mean, if you think about the garlic, every meal I've done, and it's been for quite a few people, every meal that I've put together is used the same jar. So if you think if you're just cooking for like 2 or 3 people, that's going to go so much further. And it's like, yeah, it's a quick.
It looks like they're between £2 and £3, but they obviously last quite well.
Well, if you go in Lidl's, they're a little bit cheaper than that. Must be Morrison's that have put the price up. Doesn't matter that there's a bit of water in the bottom, because it will just eventually. Blend in. Turn it down a little bit.
Sam says we need to knock out some smell-o-vision.
I know, it would be so much better if you could smell this. I can't remember which meal it was, but one of them. Oh God, the smell. I can't remember which one. Oh, it might have been the rice. I love the smell of that dish. Ooh, I think I'm going on the top. So I've got another one of these anyway. So this is the soy sauce. You can get the light one, put the light one on. It's just been struggling at the minute to get the light one in the supermarket. I've got another one of them, so I'm going to get the other bottle. Come on. It's a new bottle, it takes a while for the air to get in. Alright, one more. for good measure. Right. And then we need to put 4 of this one in as well. I did turn that down. It's going wild. There we are, set them now. So I'm still going to let this cook for a little bit, put in the sauce, and then I'll dish it out. 3, one more. But normally we put 2 of each in, I'm just doubling up. And that smells good. So I'll just quickly, so obviously I put the spring onions in last there with all the seasoning. I don't really want the spring onions to overcook, so it's quite nice that they've got that little bit of crunch. But I'll leave that in there just to simmer a little bit in the sauce. That's come together really, it smells good now. It really smells good. Caitlin's like, can something fall out of the bowl please?
Sue says that Stacey was asking for some of the recipes for a 12-year-old autistic son who wants to try some because,
Brilliant.
quote, they will be healthy and good for me.
There will be, yeah. So get them signed up. As I say, we've got spaces on the 8th and the 10th. So if there's one of those days that works better, so that's a Monday or a Wednesday, then I can put her on either group, it doesn't matter. Right, so these oil, this is not even oil, this water's bubbling. I'm going to put in all of these for 5 minutes. Whoop! Little nests. They'll all just go together anyway. Don't expect to stay in the nests. You can be on bubble duty in case it goes over.
I'm not sure I want the responsibility.
Well, you've got it. You've got the responsibility. Right, I'm not going to cook this anymore, otherwise I'm going to end up losing the crunch of the spring onions, so that's going to be coming off now. Just let it cool down a bit. And then once the noodles are ready, I'll plate it all up. So what I'll do in about 5 minutes, once those noodles are done, because I'll show you what I'll do with the noodles, I'll literally put a little bit of the toasted sesame seed oil on, just to give it a nice little bit of flavour. What you could do as well, I'm not going to do it today, but what you could do, I've got any in here. Oh, I might not even have any. I don't think I've got any. You know the little sesame seeds, you could burn some of those off in a pan and just sprinkle them over the top as well, and that would be quite like a nice little finish to this dish. Sure. I normally have everything in here. I'm forever buying spices. No, I'm going to prove myself wrong. I haven't got any. I think I've got everything booked. Yeah. Have a look. But seriously, that goes nice on top of this dish, especially when you've got the sesame seed oil in there already. You can see how much they're expanded already. No, I forgot to do, put my timer on. 2 more minutes on. They don't need long at all. Few minutes. Stirring it with a knife. Don't stir with a knife at home. Use a spoon. I just grab whatever I could in my hand. Hey, what am I like? What a numpty. not take long now. That looks like it's nearly done anyway. They do, they literally take minutes to cook. But if you did them in the pan, they would also soften up in the stir fry as well. So don't think that you have to boil them. If your pan's big enough to cope with everything, stick it all in one, save on your dishes. That's what I'd be doing. Don't need me ginger and me garlic for the cheesecake neither. What do you put ginger in?
I think the ginger
What do you really want to do?
that needs to stir again, I think.
Why yes, look at that, beautiful. One more minute and then it's coming out. The hardest bit's dishing this out because they all stick together. It's a bit difficult to do that. Definitely nearly there. Right, what I'm going to do, make some space. There we go, you know what that means? Time's up. Du-du-du-du. With them being so thin, I think that they're always going to pop out the lid. Like I do with a giant sieve, really. I've got a colander, but I think it'll all go through. All I'm going to do for our dish is just put a little bit of toasted sesame seed oil in. It'll separate the noodles and just gives it a lovely, lovely taste. A little mix up. Smells good. Smells very authentic. Right, so I'm going to dish it out now, but obviously it'll take a while to cook before I put the lids on. I'll do that. And then what I'll do, I'll take a little break while I wash up and get set up for the cheesecake. That's what I'll do, I think. Right. 9.
Sue's saying ginger snaps for the base of a cheesecake, give it a nice little kick.
Yeah.
And then says, what do you think of those little stir fry sachets like black bean and oyster, etc. if you just cook them for one?
Have a look at what's in them, that's all I would say. Some are going to be better for you than others, but I mean, if you can get a jar of soy sauce even and a lime, that would do your seasoning. It'd probably be cheaper.
And if you're only cooking smaller portions, you can just do it all in the pan, can't you?
Yeah, and do you know
Like
what, you can
noodles and
freeze
your-
it still, you know, there's no harm in freezing this meal. I would defrost, I wouldn't just cook it from frozen in the microwave though, I would defrost it properly and then, but yeah, I know sometimes you've got to pull out initially for your ingredients, but then once you've got them, your meals are like cheaper. Like if you think that chili, ginger and garlic, I've never had I think I've bought one more garlic in what's it called? No, one more ginger in all the cooking shows I've done. So if you think how many meals we're getting out of that, it's worth just paying a little bit and getting the stuff that you need in your cupboards, like your key core ingredients. Yeah, does the cat want to go out again?
He's always nicked off into the sitting room.
Doesn't know what he wants to do, does he? Just wants attention of everybody. This is the hardest bit, trying to evenly portion out all the noodles. Could get a bit messy. Oh, that's a good one. Woo, I like that one. Someone's in for a treat with that.
We've got a new person watching,
Who's
Bonnie, the border collie, is watching, watching every move apparently.
Oh, Bonnie. It's not Bonnie, your mate. Bonnie, is it?
No, but that she is a border
She is a
collie,
border
also
collie,
called,
yeah.
also called Bonnie.
This is also a big one. Whoa, hello. Ooh.
And there's a cat back to terrorise everyone. Hello, mate.
Colo, go away.
She's not lovely at
I'm
all.
cooking. I can't have him in the kitchen when I'm cooking.
Good boy.
This does take a while. I always use a spoon just to try and get the weight of it wrapped up on the fork. Oh my goodness. Ooh, ooh. This is the entertaining bit, watching us dish it out. Alright, just put that over there. Come on. Whoa! There we go. Right, I need them to look a bit sparse. Maybe the two at the top are a bit more. That one needs a bit more, I think. Are you wanting leftovers for your dinner, lads?
What, yeah?
Right. A bit in that one. Ooh. Oh, that one needs a bit more as well. This is what I was doing the other day. I was like, oh, that needs a little bit more. Oh, that one needs a bit more as well. He's not going to have any, lads.
Sorry.
It's getting dished out. Right, happy with that. Okay. Look at that. Right, leave that there. So I'm going to dish out the stir fry now. And then I will go for a little break. Just while I quickly clean up and get ready for the dessert.
A cheesecake.
Cheesecake. I have made some earlier though, so it's going to be like, this is what we do, then we put them in the freezer, and then, oh look, this is what they look like when they come out. Yeah.
Snap your fingers and they're done.
It'll be like a proper TV programme today. Do you know what I've not got in here? Me baby corn. I knew something was missing. I'm going to cook it separate and put them in. I'll do that in the break. Oh, what? Don't know why I forgot that.
One of the drawbacks of not following your recipe.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it in front of us today. I know we have everything out.
Okay, there you go, Wib. We've put an end to the jazz for you. We're back. This one for my
Hello. Right, cheesecake time.
cheesecake.
So all I've done.
You're not in shop. There we go.
So I don't know if Hayden wants to quickly show you the dishes. I've just quickly browned off the corn. So I've added them in. They were meant to go in the stir fry, but yeah, these things happen when you're live. So I'm just heating up a little bit of water in the pan, and I'm gonna, rather than use butter, I'm using coconut oil. Dan, where have you put me jug? That goes in this straw. What's in front of us?
It's there, right there. It's literally there.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
maybe for
Where do you all drying up? So I thought you might have lost it.
Dan, man.
Dan.
Been putting jazz on the screen as well.
I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in there. And I'm just going to sit it in there to liquidize. Liquefy, liquidize, whatever you want to call it.
Melt. I would
Melt.
just say melt.
Melt. So while that's in there, I'm going to bash up the digestive biscuits in here. So I am putting digestives in. I know this is the naughty bit.
Not too
But we're
bad.
not putting any cream in, and we're not putting any butter in. So it's a little bit healthy. It would help if I could get in.
I feel like you overcompensated with that knife, like.
I'll use that knife for everything. This is my number 1 tool in the kitchen. So because I've already made your cheesecakes, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make one little tray of cheesecake just to show you how it's done. Otherwise, me and Dan are going to be eating cheesecakes forever.
Excuse myself by that. The allergies are going to make us sneeze, I think, so I'm
going to even use half and half left. That. So all you do with a rolling pin, digestives in the bottom, just bash.
just a bit of bash, man.
I probably don't even need all that coconut oil. Whatever you don't use, you can put back in the jar. I think I've said before, coconut oil, I put it on my hair. I think it's a really good deep conditioning treatment as well. And it's really, really good if you like scrambled egg. If you put a little bit in scrambled egg as well. Really nice. Come together quite nice. What you could do, and I think I put this on the recipe, what you could do is put rich tea biscuits in maybe half and half. So you're not having as much of the digestive biscuit, but you know what, you've got a really, really healthy main course. I think you're allowed a little bit of naughtiness on the dessert. So you know when I said it's going to be like this is the before and after? This is your before, and if Haytham shoots over the side, that's them all made up and out the fridge and freezer. We need to decorate them still, so it's just, yeah, I'll talk you through it. That's not too bad. What I found is that if you shake, all your lumps come to the top, so you can then see what else you've got left to do. There you are. How about that? Ta-da! Beautiful. Right, so. See, that's going to the liquid now. If it's a hot day, what you'll find is it'll go like this anyway. Did you see that before? Like it was white and then it was this jar of liquid. Now you see it, now you don't. I'm not going to use all of that. I don't need all of that in there, so I haven't put much in. Right, that there. I just don't grab the bits, grab just the liquid.
Grandma Katarina's back in the chat.
Yay.
Said she loved the pie last week.
Oh,
You did it
excellent.
brilliantly.
Oh, I'm pleased that you enjoyed that.
Ciao bella.
Ciao, bella. That means bye, doesn't it?
I think I probably put a touch in there because we're eating this one. So you just blend that together. It all sticks. I might need a little bit more actually. You can
So
see
we also
it just
suggest
getting
putting
wet.
biscuits in a plastic bag and whacking them
Yeah,
with the
do you know it's good for getting a little bit of anger out if you're feeling a little bit frustrated for anything.
as well.
Oh, lovely. Hope you have all enjoyed what you've seen so far. So there, if you have a look, you can see how it's all gone like a wet look. It's not stuck together. So all I'm going to do there, obviously you're not getting a cheesecake that big, or I'd be getting in trouble for your waistline going up overnight. So I'm just going to spoon this in. Might drop some at me nails actually. Should like it. So you just coat in the bottom, so it seems a lot, but watch when I push it down with the rolling pin, it goes to like just a nice little, tiny little crust on the bottom. Alright, so once you've got it in, looks like there's more in that one than there is in that one. Rolling pin, squash it down. I will start in the middle bit first and then go around the outsides. Obviously with yours, they're only little cases, so it was literally a 2-second job on each one. So you can see I'm pressing that down. And what you could do is put this in the fridge for just like 5 minutes, but because it's mine, I'm not going to bother. I'm going to put them in the freezer actually for a bit once they're done. So you can see that's pressed right down there, so that's a good base on that one. And then I'm just going to press this base down as well. But the good thing about this is you don't even have to bake it. I've not even had my oven on today. First week. Last week I had 2 ovens on, all the pies. He's had some good pies last week. So what I'm going to do, I'll just put them in the fridge. So you can see they're both, just the oil's a little bit warm still, so it's better that it's cold rather than warm. Even putting the cream in that, I'm saying cream, yogurt on top. Put them in there. Right. And that there, I can go back in that pot because it's not going to do any harm. Right, in a bowl. Now I used half of this the other day. I've used like 1.5 tubs for all of that, so it's gone quite far. What I'm going to do is scoop the remainder out just to show you what I've done, alright? So what I would do if you're doing this at home, I would use a big tub of yoghurt like this and just a standard size of 250 cream cheese, and I've just getting the reduced fat one. Doesn't have to be Philadelphia, it can be any, or as I think it was Sue said about quark, using quark, you can use that as well, that's fine. Whatever you want. Don't be caught up that it has to be exact as well. I'm all for like adding bits into your own recipes. And for some reason, yogurt just wants to stick to everything.
Just give a little overview of what you've done since the break, Mel, for Charlotte dropped out and a few people
That's
came
alright.
later.
So what I've done after the break, well what I did in the break was cook off the sweet corn, because I forgot to put sweet corn in the stir fry. So I've added the sweet corn now. There you go, Hayden's showing you on the other cam there. So I've put that in because I did forget about that.
I helped though.
You helped.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, Hayden did a couple of stirs.
Wash
while
your hands and stir the bowl.
while I was washing up and that, yeah.
'Cause I'm such a top chef. Qualified now.
So we've done that, and then I've just took your cheesecakes out of the fridge because I had to make them the night before. So now what I'm doing, I'm just showing you quickly what goes in there. So
you broke the biscuits up, didn't you?
I've broke the digestive biscuits up.
Yeah,
I've put
fridge.
some coconut oil in to melt, and I've melted the coconut oil in with the biscuits, and they're now in the fridge setting. So I'm just now making the bit that would go on the top. I might need more actually. I'm just thinking.
You've got yogurt and cream cheese
Yeah.
and that.
I might just make one up. Let's see. Obviously yours is all made up, so this is just a quick demo to show you what to do. So you've got the cream cheese and the yogurt in together there. Give that a little mix. Because it's a bit sloppier than using full fat cream, it's better that this recipe goes in the freezer for a little bit, and as it's defrosting, then it's ready to eat. So that's what you need to do there. And the other 3 ingredients that we'll put in, just to give it a flavour, a little bit of vanilla essence, a little bit of honey, and some lemon.
You can put lime in.
You can put lime in, you can put whatever you want in. This is just flavouring. You can even get a caramel one of
sort
these.
of caramel, yeah, you can. It's very nice.
You might like that.
What about maple syrup?
Maple syrup's fine. It looks a bit slotty when you put it all in. Put a tablespoon. With the lemons.
Wait, how big's that lemon?
It's huge.
It's like grapefruit.
Because I've not done the full amount, you be careful how much I put in. I've always squeezed it over a sieve because the other one of these might get a peep. I think I got them all out, but yeah, it's so easy when you're doing recipes with fruit in to get the odd pip in there. So once that's in, that's everything together. Mix it all up. And it goes a bit sloppy, but then it sets really, really nice. So you can smell the lemon and the vanilla. It smells lovely. So that there, now if I just get these back out of the fridge, so I'll show Charlotte, she didn't see it earlier. So I just quickly flattened down, and it was a little bit warm, it's definitely gone cold already.
They just digest.
So in the bottom of these, all your digestive biscuits are already in the bottom, and then I've scooped the same mixture on top already, right? So this is going to be me before, alright? This is going to be me after. I think I will give one of these to Nana, I think she'll be thrilled. So you just coat the top.
Can you set them in the fridge?
Yeah, it'll take longer in the fridge.
Yeah.
But you could leave it in the fridge.
I'm just thinking if you don't have freezer, our freezer doesn't have a lot of space in it.
No, so you're going to make this at home, are you kids? Is that what you're
probably,
thinking?
yeah.
So
It will not be as healthy as this, but I will have a go.
What, you think they're putting full fat in?
Possibly, yeah. I'm trying to get some kind of chocolate involved, I was thinking.
Alright, so that is your basic cheesecake recipe. Do you want to taste?
Yeah. Of course I do.
Good?
I'll probably eat that on its own, to be honest.
Well, there's the bowl if you want. Oh dear me. What you could do before this goes in the fridge or freezer, you could add a few berries now, so you could put a bit of decoration on. But I found if you wait till the set, it doesn't then seep in. So I'm going to leave it and you can sort it later.
It tasted very nice.
So they can go in the fridge. That's my flavour, I'm so excited. Right, so what I'm going to do with these now, and do a batch at a time, I'm going to use the lemon zest, and I'm going to grate the lemon zest on top. And I'm going to put, see how many raspberries we've got, might get 2 or 3 on each. Let's see, I've got to make sure that you all have it evenly spread out. So we're just decorating now, dead easy. Cheesy is. What can go wrong?
So a lot of advocates for quark, again, apparently it's high in protein as well.
Yeah,
Quark.
yeah.
And it can be
to be
good
fair,
for quiche without pastry.
you've used this yogurt, which is again high protein, fat free. So this is a similar sort of alternative.
Right, I'm going to use this grater. That's falling apart.
So you used half a pot, didn't you?
Yeah, but you would use a full one and do a big. You can do a big. Even though this is a mini cheesecake, you could make it into a
like a proper full-on
big
cheesecake.
Yeah. Just for portion sizes, I've used half a tub of the cheese and half a tub of that. But you can use, rather than have half and think, well, what am I going to use it for? If you want to do a big cheesecake, use a full tub of each one.
I think you could use flavoured yogurt as well, right?
Yeah, that's another way to get, rather than add all the lemon and the honey and stuff. Get a flavoured yogurt.
They do.
Just get a strawberry one,
Yeah,
blueberry.
They do a honey one. They've got a honey
So
one as well.
you could have that, and then if you've got a strawberry one, put strawberry on the top.
And you could do the same with the quark, but put flavouring in as well. Yeah, be nice. Be really nice.
Sue suggests you could put grated white chocolate and raspberries on the salsa.
Yes, you could.
That's definitely a consideration for when I make it.
That's
yes.
it. That's for Chef Paul. That one.
No, that's for Chef Hatham.
Chef Hatham.
Chef Hatham.
It's definitely happening. I'll make one before I subject anyone else to eating it though. I tend to do it. Yeah.
Well, I did test this yesterday. I've got to be honest.
Like well, to be fair, I subjected my dad to the burgers I made on Sunday, but he said they were alright. But I think even if they were horrible, he would have just been like, they're alright. But you'll probably get a taste test something. Still need to make the biscuits, the banana ones.
Oh, them one. Oh, they were easy. They were 3
ingredients. That's
steps,
why, because they
wasn't
like to take about 20 minutes to make.
Amazing, Good if your bananas are going off.
Yeah.
You want something quick to use. Oh, what was it? Banana, oats and...
Raisins, wasn't it?
Raisins, that was it. That was a really simple recipe. Has anybody tried that yet? That was definitely an easy one to follow. Banana cookies. And they weren't too banana-y, weirdly. Like, they didn't taste like overpowering by it, even though it was all banana. I think when it's cooked, it just has a different taste to it. Right. Probably get a little bit more of that, but I think I've done alright. Right, so.
It's very citrusy in here today.
What I'm going to do?
No.
Little sprinkles. It is posh as well.
It's like artisan cheesecake. You do a chef's kiss at the end, like a like that.
Voila! That's what they do, isn't it?
I don't know. I think something like that.
Voila!
Maybe in the cartoons.
I'm all for the cartoons.
Anything with a lemon zest on is automatically posh.
This is posh. We're having posh cheesecake today, everybody. I'll keep a little bit to decorate the others. Actually, I'm better off putting them in the freezer. I'm taking it to Nana's. How about that? Right, so. Bye-bye.
There's 15 requests for Hatham live streaming his cheesecake.
Oh, you've got yourself a job here, Tim.
Yeah, we need to do a cook-off, like two teams,
Give these a
like a media savvy cook-off. At one point, I think.
In teams, you just
yeah. So we'll have like one person
down.
on mains. No, you can't be on a team. That's not fair.
Why?
You have to be a judge.
I'll be a judge.
You can't possibly be on a team. Not after all this. Like, it's just not fair.
Why are you worried that the competition?
Yeah, well, because he won't do anything and you'll do it all and it'll be class. You'll just be like, Dan, sit in the corner while I cook all this, and then you will and you'll
Dan,
win.
taste this.
Aye.
Taste this. Well, I know Lisa gets waited on.
Exactly.
So she
Lisa's
might
got
be
more
alright.
as well.
Lisa will be alright.
Yeah,
I think
Ellen casserole as well. I think.
Ellen and the Scott cooked together. I think.
Jeez.
Right, I'm putting 2 on. Oh, don't they look canny?
Like I say, geek posh.
Bit posh, look at them.
I don't. To be fair though, I don't think we could get any funding for whatever I would make in the kitchen. It's not.
Donuts.
Yeah. Donuts or spicy rice. That's it. That's all I've got.
Oh,
Sorry.
that sounds good.
Or an omelette. I can make omelettes quite well.
Spicy rice
so.
sounds
Can you
nice.
make jollof rice?
I don't know what that is.
Some of these have melted a little bit, so I'm going to have to wrap them up with foil over the top anyway, and that's how they'll get delivered to you. No pressure, Terry. Oh, that's got a little bit of greenery on there. Yeah, they are quite posh, aren't they?
Yeah, really. You could open like a tea room.
What do I need?
You need to get one of them, like the circle thing with multiple layers on it. What's it called?
Oh, like for an afternoon tea?
Yeah. I don't know what they're called.
Just a stand.
It's just a start. There you go. You can tell I never do anything like that because I don't know what
It's
that's
like
called.
a tiered cake stand.
Yeah, cake stand. That's the one. That's the fella.
Oh, what do you mean?
And then you can be geek posh. You can post on
Is
like
this geek posh? I
Instagram
hope
and
they
that.
end up getting delivered to you. I mean, this is what they look like before delivery, so...
You haven't been putting any of this stuff. We need to be putting this on Instagram, man. Imagine all the likes you'd get on
Look
this.
at this.
Look at that, man.
Voila. What do you think of that? Oh!
There you go. There it is. Chef's kiss. That's what you need.
Look.
It's not a proper meal till you've done that.
So I don't need to do anything more today other than make sure everything's packaged up really, really well so it gets to you super quick. And I know it's only 11:30.
You need to ask everyone to like the video.
Yeah, like the video, do the survey. Gotta do the survey. If you all like the post as well.
A lot of people have done the survey already.
Yeah, I think
you've done it already?
we bullied them into doing it in the break.
Oh,
I
that's
think.
good though. That's good that you've done it already.
There's a big demand for ready steady cook with random ingredients here.
Oh no,
Oh,
random
yes.
ingredients.
Oh,
dear.
yes, that would be really
Okay.
good shout. So all I'm going to do is box up everything and get everything ready where it's not going to like pour out the side anywhere.
What if we do a staying connected special where we're all cooking instead?
Stop putting pressure on. What
That's not you. You have to get. You can just.
I'm
see,
going to be
yeah.
the judge, I think. But yeah, I mean, if you've got any more questions for me today, I can stay live for another 5 minutes or so and see what you've got coming in. But I'm getting through this pretty quick today. Normally, I'm like, well, the pies. I was still cooking the pies half an hour after last week, but these look pretty good. So when you get them, I would just see if it wobbles a little bit on the top, and if it doesn't, leave it on the bench a little bit. Just it'll need a little bit more defrosting.
Yeah.
But most of them were in the freezer, and then I've put them in the fridge last night after they've been in the freezer for like an hour, so that they have defrosted a little bit, but they just might need a little bit more at room temperature. So see how you get on with that. But I'm over the moon with how they look.
No, they look very good.
Yeah, they look
Very
very,
posh.
very cute. So I'm going to be putting...
Tell you what we'll do, we'll leave the stream on for a bit and now you come over and you can answer the questions directly on the chat.
Alright, so I can come on the chat for a little bit, yeah?
I'll just leave the camera on, but I'll mute the mic. And Mel will be on the chat. But I'll leave the camera while we're
put
all.
the camera on even, Lisa, 'cause that- I'm
Yeah,
just
okay,
thinking
so-
I'm not
so-
going to be on show, 'cause I'm going to
So
be there.
we'll just leave it on the cheesecake. We'll have cheesecake cam. Oh, that's not a very good cheesecake cam. Hang on. There's the lid. Oh.
Make sure these are all thoroughly wrapped up.
Oh, no expense spared for the tripod that I'm creating here. Like, look at this one. Oh dear, that's not going to work. Oh. That's not going to work either, is it? Is it?
I don't think I've got anything heavy enough to go on there.
Hmm. Cheese. Struggling.
Cheesecake? There was like a Peter cake thing on that, wasn't there? Cheesecake.
Cheese garlic bread.
So if you put any questions in the chat, I'm going to be live on the chat in a minute.
Cheese.
I'm just going to wrap these up. I was going to leave them so maybe we can brew for a bit. Right. Yeah, I pray these get everybody in one piece.
I'll tell you what, we're living a dangerous life here, like.
Oh my god, that isn't going to stop on there.
It is, man, watch. No, it's not.
Jesus. Might have to think about how I can transport these safely.
No pressure, Terry.
Terry, you've got a lot of pressure on your hands today, I tell you. Get off you.
Bring them this way.
Do you want to eat one live and tell everybody what it tastes like?
Yeah.
Not one of
no.
these ones, one
Yes.
I've made earlier.
Maybe.
Because Dan's not a big fan.
Do I want to eat one?
It means Leon won't have one though.
Oh no, that's alright. Captain can have one.
Should
It's
we give
fine.
one to Captain
Yeah,
instead?
that'd be rude.
You're not having mine. That's mine. I've got my name written on that one.
Leslie's asking what the cheesecakes are in.
What are they in? They're just little mini pie trays. But what you can do, Leslie, if you want to, what you can do, if you did freeze them, you could even put them in like a little, like a pudding tray. Freeze them, they'll pop out. So if you pop them out when they're frozen, you can then just defrost them as they are, like little individual ones, on a plate later. But these here, they're just quite, I've just thought about transporting them out to people's houses really. I thought that I need something a bit more, I kind of just wrap that up, it'll just go to bits if I just did it straight out the freezer. So I'm just thinking of a way to keep things together. But yeah, you could do it in a pudding tray if you don't want to bother with the casings, and then just pop them out when they're frozen, and then let them defrost in their little individual spaces. What I would do anyway, but it'll be fine, they will just pop out. Right. Well, actually, here's one I've got a better idea. You can eat this, and then Leon can take one of them for him and Jen tonight.
Oh.
So this one, it should be defrosted already.
You have to eat it on camera though.
You have to eat on camera.
You have to eat it on camera.
Katie's been inspired and she's been
Katie.
baking biscuits in the kitchen.
Love it. Right, Hayden's going to eat this live.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like it, he's not going to show it.
On the floor.
I'm going to put a little... It's just
I'll get some lemon zest, like.
yeah, I'll put it on.
That's what
This
I
is
want.
yours
I want some
here.
lemon zest, that's what I want.
Right, I'll put it on this little plate for you.
So,
Oh,
I'm getting service and everything, like.
it's because it's full yours, so it's tipping over the edge.
Oh, I'll get a fork or a spoon. Do you want us to close
Down
this?
in one.
Like, beat
Down
me.
in
No.
one.
Probably could, you know.
Hang on, I was going to
Oh.
decorate them quickly.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep. Honk, honk, honk.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hopefully we're ready.
Yeah, I hope you like it. Can you imagine? This could be the
That's
worst thing I could
awful,
have
that
done.
egg. It's horrible, that. Never
This
ever
could be
again.
the worst thing I could have done.
Jeez. Live taste test.
Loose bottom tins recommended by Sue as well for the big one.
Yeah, I was just thinking if you haven't got any tins, don't worry about going out buying them if you just make them at home. It was just not the transport, that's all. What's it like, Hayden? Can you like eat away from the food?
I'm not on the food, man.
Oh my god, get away!
I'm here, man.
He's all nearly got extras there. Go away.
You're off camera.
Am I?
You're
Step
not-
right.
Oh, hang on.
Right, wait there. Can I move out the way? This is getting a bit messy.
Well, you made them.
No, but you like slopping like a 3-year-old.
I'm not, man. I'm fine. There we go. It's fine.
God's sake.
I'm miles away.
Is it nice?
Maybe.
He's not even talking. It must be alright.
Very good.
Good. Keep going.
You're still not on camera. You're not on the phone.
Yes, I am.
He is on the phone, Mom.
That's not the camera for me, that's the camera for the cheesecake.
That's what you need going for people to be able to see you.
Go on
No.
this one. Go on this one.
Side step to the right.
Mm.
Come on here. Ethan.
I'm going to have a tantrum in a minute. You don't
Gonna
let
have-
me eat my cheesecake in
You're going to
peace.
have a tantrum if you
Yeah.
can't eat your cheesecake in peace. Alright then.
It's very nice.
Can you all see it?
Everyone's requesting. Oh, there, you must be on it now. It's a bit delayed.
It's very good.
He's loving life.
I already knew it was going to be though because I had the yogurt stuff already.
Yeah, you did eat the
I
spoon.
like 4 spoonfuls of that.
Spoon.
Very tasty. You idiot.
Good luck balancing that again.
I know.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, done, yeah. Oh yeah, great that like.
Then he just tripped over the wire.
I'm the dog.
A rat-a-tat-tat.
You see why he sits over there behind the desk? That's why.
There we go. This is behind
Hey,
the
Dan,
scenes
you
bonus.
sit down.
Dan
Can't
stands up for
withdraw,
30
yeah.
seconds and ruins the entire studio. It's gone.
Studios.
I worked so hard
Over now.
to balance that on a pint glass, and you came over and you just ruined it.
So this is live entertainment.
That is the worst angle. I look so much bigger.
The cheesecake was very nice. However, now I have to fix the camera myself. Well done.
Right, we can come off now. We don't need that.
Leave it on for a bit and come on the chat for another 5 minutes.
I'm wrapping up still. Can you not see I'm busy?
Yeah, cheesecake very good. Very tasty. The lemon zest very nice.
Right, look at it, let me on here.
Just let you into my name. A rat-a-tat-tat-tat. Are we still on?
Yeah.
Do you want to let everybody know who you are?
No.
So what a break everything.
Staying connected this afternoon. We've got some debut new music to be shown.
Oh.
Tune in for a treat there. Of our new resident DJ K-Star 22.
Also known as Key. It's an exclusive track, isn't it? Made like
Exclusive track. Wim's not going to like it though.
I don't know, it might be alright. It's not jazz.
Well, he didn't like house either, and drum and bass isn't a million miles away. You finished looking out your bowl?
Yeah, a long time.
Gonna have to make a sandwich because you guys have got all the good stir fry.
It isn't a stir fry. It's not nice.
I know. Said I'm gonna have to make a sandwich because
Yeah, you will. There's some noodles, some leftover noodles.
what? Alright, ta-ta-ta-ta.
Healthy trifle now.
The mic will still pick you up if you wanna say anything as well as type.
Omelette. Omelette.
The lid's on.
Huh? Yeah.
You're not on camera there.
I know I'm not. Move on to non-lit. I can see you some recipes up here. Oh, it'll
Film
send
me
you the
boxing.
recipe.
Ow. But said you were going to be boxing.
I am.
Go
Boxing
on,
eggs.
throw a job.
As John Charlie would say.
Couldn't box eggs, man.
Couldn't box eggs, man.
Go on, give us a job. Straight at the camera. Go on. Oh no. He hasn't eaten yet. That's why. He's only
Very hungry.
Need some spinach. Nice.
Should we see Diego likes it?
Did some lemon. Diego. Hey.
Diego.
What's that? Oh no. Oh no.
Definitely not.
I'm without that.
Oh.
Good lad.
Pop these on the top lids.
Yeah.
Oh,
The dressing's
don't
time.
want to be showing that.
Right, are we gonna... I'm gonna wrap the rest up now.
Sort everything out, yeah?
Yeah.
Please.
Getting all the behind the scenes today. Silent washing of packaging.
Right. I've just said I'm gonna wrap the rest of the stuff up now.
Okay, bye everyone.
Hang on, quick little. Who's that? Hello, mate. That's right, you disconnected the netwire. Look at that. Right, we're going then.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye.
See you next week.
Ta-da!